You are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Huh? Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
What?
At Tanagra, when the walls fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason. We got Jesse in the room doing what he does.
Doing it.
Preston is the czar of information.
Something.
Czar de Information. And Stella is on the ones and the zeros. Jason, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I would like to do a shout out to someone.
I want to do a shout out first. Then you can do your shout out.
What if it's the same person?
I just want to shout.
That'd be awesome if it was the same person.
Well, mine is two people.
Mine's one person.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
I can go first.
Okay, go first.
All right, my shout out is to Gabe in Woodland Park, Colorado.
I don't know Gabe.
No, I don't know Gabe either. But so my niece Kylie,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. But my son got married last weekend, and so a lot of family was in town.
Yeah.
And Kylie goes to Bible school in Colorado Springs, Woodland Park, Colorado.
Okay.
And she said she's got a friend named Gabe.
Smokes lots of weed.
And she told him in Colorado, you know,
don't
when in
know.
Rome. And she said her friend Gabe really likes our podcast.
Really?
She said I think I could be wrong about this, but that he said they remind me of my uncles.
Oh,
So,
okay. Hey.
I don't know if his uncles, if it's like that's like a gay situation, like my uncles. You know what I mean?
We do have Preston here. So,
So anyway, shout out to Gabe. We're glad you like the show.
Yeah.
You're going to Bible school. Once upon a time, we were Bible school adjacent.
We lived in a city that had a Bible school.
And we frequented it. I was thinking, what do you think the Mount Rushmore of Bible school is?
I don't know if we want to do this.
Engagement rings.
after 2 weeks.
Which schools?
No, not which schools. Like you're going to Bible school.
Yeah.
Like engagement ring.
That's definitely
That's
up there.
definitely number. Okay.
Yeah. Goodwill stores.
Goodwill stores because you don't have a lot of money.
Yeah, you're poor.
Okay. All right. Misplaced zeal, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Naivete.
That might be another
Okay.
one, you know.
Yeah. No, that's it,
I don't want to say anything disparaging about Gabe. You know, I'm sure that you got all your stuff together. You sound like you have great uncles. So,
You're going to make it one day.
I mean, with uncles like that, come on. Kylie, you know what we're talking about.
Is
All right.
Gabe and Kylie a thing?
You know, I
Is
don't.
they?
I don't think so.
She brought him to a wedding.
She didn't. No. She just said something about the podcast, and then she said, "Well, my friend Gabe really likes the podcast."
Oh, okay.
And she suggested it
But
to
when
him.
she said
So,
friend, how did she say it?
she said, "My friend Gabe."
Oh.
So
Okay.
I wasn't looking for that
Did she go,
information.
my friend Gabe?
No, she didn't do that. But you know,
Okay, my shout out is to
All right.
Joey and Riley.
Joey and Riley.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We saw them this weekend too.
Yeah, they love the show.
They still listen. Mom and Dad still let them listen. There've been a couple of times where I have like we've gone through a subject and I thought Joey and Riley are listening to this.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be allowed to listen to it anymore.
How old is they?
Well, they're probably
Junior high.
Junior high, yeah, junior
Okay.
high. But they've listened for a few
'Cause
years.
We have a couple mutual people that we know that listen that are of the younger age.
Mm-hmm.
And every time they mention it to me, like, hey, that last one was really funny. I'm like, you need to stop listening
Yeah.
to our podcast.
Yeah.
Your parents need to listen to it first and then tell you if you're allowed.
We really don't get that bad.
No. It's
Unless
we're
Jesse's talking.
mostly PG.
Yeah. We hair on the 13.
Hair on the 13. I think we just found a name to the episode.
Nope. We did not.
Okay.
All right. So there are shout outs done.
Shout outs are done. Do
Done.
we want to hit Twitter?
Let's go into the Netflix suggestion of the week.
No, still don't hit that. It's way too early.
Play us out, Stella.
All right.
And that's a show.
That's a show.
No, so once again, I asked X, what questions and topics do you have for us this week? And I just want to address some of them. Some of them are silly, some are serious. Geeky Guy wants to know,
Oh Lord.
piracy, where's the ethical line?
Where's the ethical line? I mean, that's a broad question. Like, I think you shouldn't like get on a ship, eye patch or not, and like board other ships and take their stuff.
Yeah,
like
that's the line.
For me,
if you just want to drive around with an eye patch,
I'm generally, historically speaking, anti-pirate.
I agree.
I mean, are they cool?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're cool. They're
Come
awesome. I like a pirate. I like a buccaneer.
Ooh.
I like a raider if I can get one.
What's a female pirate?
A wench, I think.
Are we going to do Mount Rushmore of pirates?
We can do Mount Rushmore pirates. This
Then-
is easy.
hey, then
Peg
Hol-
leg, eye patch, parrot, right?
Yeah.
Swab in the poop deck.
Plank.
Plank.
Ooh.
There
You
it
got to
is.
walk the plank.
Peg leg, eye patch, parrot, plank. That's it.
That's pretty good.
Are they all P's? Parrot, patch, plank,
Peg leg. Oh, peg leg.
peg leg.
Oh my gosh.
pirate! Pirate! Go!
Oh. Okay.
It's not going to get
Can
better
we
than
do
that.
that?
Listen,
We
if
gotta
this
stop
is
right
your
there.
first show you've ever listened to, stop right now. That is the
We've reached the pinnacle.
Yeah. Can we then now do the
No.
Mount Rushmore of winches?
no,
No.
no
Alan.
wrench.
Winch.
Oh,
No.
winch. I thought you said wrench.
No. You were like, that doesn't.
An
drag
Allen
at all.
wrench.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next. So, I have a beef with this one because it's the person who
I have
provided it.
very few beefs in life.
Really? Mount Rushmore of beefs. No. So someone started an X account. Was it you, Jesse?
Listen. I put my hand on the Bible. It was not me that started
Okay.
this.
Okay.
I
Someone
know
s-
you think it is, but it's not me.
Someone set up an X account, a Twitter account, and it's called Unofficial LRR.
Nice.
And they've got, look, I'll pull up their thing there. Look, that's our picture. Unofficial Lauer
So
Road
someone
Radio.
made that.
Someone made this.
Yeah.
And they're doing really well. Probably better than our show.
That's
engagement-wise.
They're gonna get monetized, and
So, I mean, here's the thing for real.
Yeah.
If you are official, I honestly don't know who it is.
Sure,
I have no
sure,
idea.
yeah.
And this isn't like me trying to be funny. I don't know who it is.
no.
If you, as unofficial Lauer Road Radio, can make money, please do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone better be making some money off of this. It's not us.
No, well, that's not true, Jason. We have made money.
13 cents.
Yeah. I thought we were up to $2.
Are we? I,
thought
haven't looked
that's
at it
what you said.
recently. Oh, hey.
We might be up to $2. Here's the thing: we could press and we could make
Yeah,
more money.
we could double that.
but we are not about those Benjamins.
No. The Shapiros?
We're
Forget
really
it.
not about those Benjamins.
Okay, so unofficial Lauer Road Radio wants to know the Mount Rushmore of bad advice.
Go to college.
Well, yeah.
Start a Twitter page about a podcast.
As unofficial.
Unofficial.
Start a podcast.
Start a podcast.
Yeah.
There, that's another
That's
good
also
one.
bad advice. We've literally spent thousands of dollars and countless hours.
Yeah.
For what? I don't know.
Honestly,
For what's the guy's name in Colorado?
I don't know. Jesse told me
creating.
Jesse told me the other day that he thinks we're 3 feet away from gold. So
Yep. There's a book about
Fool's gold.
Yeah, here's what he doesn't know. We have only made it 1 foot so far. So another 3 feet is going to take 30 years. So
We're going to retire on this show
in 30 years.
in 30
it. Like
years.
die.
Yeah, we're going to die.
Like retire to our mortal coil.
Yes.
Yeah. Our final live stream, so your stream will be us.
Yes,
Die.
it'll be a death stream.
Listen, that'd be our most viewed episode.
It probably would be.
We get monetized immediately.
Okay, can we just agree? Anybody in the room who dies, we're going to live stream the Twitter
Oh,
funeral.
Yeah.
100%.
Please.
Sure. I'm
Because
okay with
also, I mean, we know who's going to go first. Dave Landau
And Dave
will be
agree-
at my funeral.
that. He said he's going to do a comedy show at your funeral.
He agreed.
perfect.
He did agree. We have
He
it.
brought it up, I think.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you
we
started,
pressed him a little bit, but it didn't take much.
He was like,
He was happy to do
all
it.
right.
yeah. So I mean, I'm kind of excited for that.
I'm very excited for that.
So that's
too.
unofficial Lauer Road Radio. Next, the Blob Boy
this
wants
is
to
not
know.
going to age well. What?
He goes, the Blob Boy.
Blob Boy likes the show.
He loves the show.
Okay.
He goes 3 likes and 3 dislikes. I said, of what? And he said, personal preference. So 3 likes and 3 dislikes.
Like we're supposed to give 3 likes, 3 things we like and 3 things we
Yeah,
dislike.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very broad.
Long walks on the beach.
Buffets.
Buffets.
Yeah. And cinnamon gum.
Now those are my dislikes, though.
Just like buffets.
Honestly, It just depends.
It depends on the buffet.
Depends on the people I'm looking at in the buffet.
What about
that
the
are touching
Asian?
the food?
What about the Asian buffet here in town?
No, that's a no. That's a hard pass for me because
I do it quite a bit.
I know.
Yeah, we know.
Have you ever sat outside that? I've sat outside at the Buffalo Wild Wings there, and they're kind of outdoor seating.
Yeah.
And I've watched the clientele
Yeah.
that go in and out of the Asian
The
buffet.
best of Marion.
It's a good
The same
representation.
three
of
people.
Marion.
Listen, you guys are playing imperfect to my strong opinion for the night at the end of.
Okay.
Oh yeah, just fair warning.
If we have time.
At the end of the show,
Yeah.
Jesse's segment called Jesse's Strong Opinions
Yep.
is gonna we're gonna kick it
Debut.
off. So
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll
there it
call
is.
that done.
There you go, Fat Boy. What
Sue,
was his name?
That was Blob Boy.
Blob Boy. I
Okay.
said
So
that.
Sue, I am blessed. That's her. That's
her name is Sue. I am blessed.
Sue, I am blessed. Lightning bolt.
How do you do?
My name is.
You guys don't know that, do you?
Now you're gonna die. You don't know what
George
that
or
is?
Bill or Tom or anything but Sue. Sue, what? Okay, what's Sue's deal?
Sue wants to know. How about ideas for dinner? I never know what to make.
What does this Amy? What's her face? We're not.
No, that's not Amy. No,
what
Amy's
I'm saying,
not here.
Does she think we're Amy? What's her face?
She could think that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might have been the only show she ever watched.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Wow, this lady's talented.
Pizza bubble bread. Sue, if you haven't seen the Amy What's Her Face episode, go make some pizza
You
bubble
should
bread.
have seen the look my wife gave me after that episode when she was like, because we hadn't eaten dinner yet,
Yeah.
you know, and I was like, I got pizza bubble bread, and she looked at that and she looked at me like, we've always said as a marriage, like we'll never entertain divorce. It's like not
Yeah,
on the table.
not on the table.
But I could see it in her eyes. In that moment, she was like, I mean,
She was
so
internally entertaining it.
disgusted
Yeah.
by me at that moment. She was like, "There's no way I'm touching that."
Why would you even suggest that, Dan?
It's exactly like that, Jesse. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so that's pretty
So
much
she
it.
wants to know what to make for dinner.
Yeah, what to make for dinner ideas.
Yeah.
So
You need to get yourself. Sue, I'm going to give you a good
Okay,
suggestion.
yeah.
Ready for that? Get yourself an Instapot, okay? And it makes rice in 12 minutes. Just you throw the rice in, and then just anything you want to put on the rice. You know, just put in some. You could put some beef.
chicken.
You could grill up some chicken. You can grill and just vegetables. Just buy a bunch of frozen vegetables. Buy a bunch of meat and have rice and vegetables and meat. And get some sauces that you like. Get yourself some yum sauce. Get yourself some sweet chili sauce.
Teriyaki.
Maybe get yourself some Frank's sauce.
Teriyaki sauce?
Are we doing the Mount Rushmore of sauces?
Oh, we better.
Okay.
Let's get sauced up.
Let's do this.
Saucy.
We need a theme song. We should have here's honestly what we should do.
Yeah.
We should have a short Mount Rushmore theme song that's like da 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 da. Like every
yeah,
time
I
we
like
do
it.
a Mount Rushmore,
Yeah.
I'm
just
on
to
it.
introduce us. I'll bet you are. Da 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 da.
Okay, let's
Mount
put that out to the listeners.
Yeah.
Submit your
We
best
want
Mount
a
Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore song that's
No, it's a
less than
jingle.
5 seconds.
It's just a jingle.
A Mount Rushmore jingle.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mount Rushmore of jingles.
Bells.
Jakes. We're doing the Mount Rushmore of
sorry.
sauces.
Sauces, yeah. Okay.
Now, I'm not a ketchup guy,
No.
but Mount Rushmore? I think
is
it belongs.
ketchup a sauce?
I think
Yeah.
ketchup is a
It's a
sauce.
sauce.
Aaron, Aaron says that
Aaron.
ketchup is a fruit smoothie because tomatoes a fruit and it's kind of pureed. I mean, he says ketchup is a fruit smoothie. It was brought up in the discussion of is a hot dog a sandwich, which we had a long debate about.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, hot dog's a sandwich, right?
Yeah, just a weird shaped one.
It's a weird. It's bread with a filler in between.
And meat.
Is a sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mount Rushmore sauces:
Okay.
barbecue sauce,
Barbecue sauce.
ranch.
I know you want to sing the barbecue sauce.
I want my baby back,
No.
baby back, baby back, baby back,
No,
baby
on your
back,
white
baby
t-shirt.
back, baby back. Oh, I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt, and she was killing me in that mini skirt. Skipping rocks on the river by the railroad track. She had a suntan line, red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and a heart don't forget something like that. I hate country music, by the way, and I never listened to it, but I do know that song.
You've got some weird stuff going on. up
Some
there.
stuff that sticks, I wished it wouldn't, and the things that I wish would stick, I can't get them to stick.
Yeah.
So, but that's my problem. All right,
That's your cross to bear.
barbecue sauce, ranch,
Ketchup.
I just think ketchup belongs in there. I would put mustard on this because mustard has a lot of uses.
Yeah.
Frank's.
No.
Hot sauce,
It's too specific.
Has
Hot
the-
sauce
Oh,
is like
hot
a
Tabasco sauce
hot
would go.
sauce. I think
Yeah.
Tabasco, Frank's. I think everything falls.
Rushmore
It's like
hot
we're not
sauces?
saying Hunt's for ketchup. We're just saying
Yeah.
ketchup.
Hey,
I think hot sauce.
Can I just really quick? I'm
Sure.
sorry. Is Preston coming through anywhere?
Yeah,
Because
it's all right.
he's talked a couple. Does anybody else hear him in the headphones?
I have not heard him once.
Sweet.
Okay, well,
It did that for
if
me
you're-
for a while though.
That's true. It might come through.
is it
If-
popping on the board?
If you haven't heard Preston's
check your mic.
check
there.
the connection there. If you haven't heard Preston's mic this whole time,
It's connected.
It's in there.
we will let you know. He is.
Huh?
That's the one I dropped earlier.
Oh, did we break a mic? We might have broke a mic.
I'm gonna grab that one and switch it out. Is it worth doing?
I don't know. Preston, how much you going to talk? He'll just yell into
He just
Jesse.
yell.
Grab his mic.
Yeah, sorry.
Listen, if you haven't been able to hear Jesse's or Preston's voice this whole time, just know he has said so many hilarious
The
things.
funniest things
so
he's ever
far.
said,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you've really missed out. Yeah. I mean, it's been. So I say hot sauce belongs on this list.
Okay.
Hot sauce is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so. Hot sauce, barbecue sauce, ranch,
Ketchup.
Yeah.
It just feels a little bit wrong saying ketchup without including also mustard.
ketchup is a tomato sauce. And
Also
It's
mayonnaise.
oh,
I'm a
Ketchup-
big mayonnaise guy.
Ketchup, mustard,
we
mayonnaise,
know.
barbecue.
ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, barbecue. No hot sauce.
Well, that's the Mount Rushmore.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the Mount Rushmore of American sauces.
Like, do I want all those
Obviously.
things?
But Mount Rushmore
No.
is in America. It's
Yeah.
not in Thailand, you know. They don't have Mount Rushmore there.
No. And then Carol brought something up, but I think this is a longer segment.
Okay.
So maybe we'll bring it up next week. But
Sure.
she said, talk about old movie stars or shows that you grew up and where they're at now.
I'm going to have to think about that.
That's what I
Carol.
said. It's a longer segment. We
Yeah.
can't just do that off the fly.
Okay.
So.
Is there anything old people love more than informing you that you have a brake light out?
Oh, I have a headlight out right now, and I hear it all the time.
They love it.
They love it.
They love to be the one that says, that pulls up or gets your attention. Hey, just want to let you know you got a blinker out right there.
Yeah.
You know, old people love to do that. And is there anything more painful than when an old person realizes they want to show you a picture on their phone, and now you got to wait for 5 minutes for them to figure out, like, because they can't unlock it, and they're doing this, and then they can't find it, and you're
Yeah.
like, please just give me the phone. I don't even know. I don't even know your phone, and I can find said picture faster than you.
I had an
And then they're
experience
confused,
today.
and then all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, why did I get a text? And then they're gone.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating,
I had an experience today kind of with that. I was doing work, washing windows,
as you do.
and this group of old ladies were outside, and they were like, do you do houses? I'm like, yeah. And I didn't have a card on me, and I said, here, my work shirt has our company phone number on the back. I said, here, just take a picture of the back of my shirt. And so they all got out their phones. And two of them did it in a pretty decent time.
Do
And
you
this
lift
one
up your
lady-
shirt to kind of show the rear, you know what I mean, just so they get a good shot?
Tramp stamp.
I would say, I did tell them. I said, now listen, when your husbands all see a picture of a good-looking guy on your phones, I'm not responsible for this.
Classic.
But this one lady was like, "What? Why is it on video? How do I get out of this video?"
yeah.
For like 2 minutes, I was like, "You got it?" And she was like, "No, now it's on video. I don't have a picture." And I'm like, "Oh, you can pause the video."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it took her a long time. And then the other two old ladies were trying to help her.
Why didn't
and
you
it was
just tell them the number?
I don't know the number. It's not my phone number. It's the business phone number.
I see. And
I thought it was easier to take
and you're
a
not
freaking
good
picture.
with numbers, are you, Jesse?
No.
No,
I'm
you're not.
not.
You're not good with
I'm not
numbers,
good
are you?
with numbers.
No. All right.
Okay, we got lots of stuff.
Listen, I got other stuff,
I got lots of stuff.
and we've got Netflix is looming. I'm not saying it's time for Netflix right now, but I'm saying it's just looming. You know, it's there.
Okay.
I got a story.
Okay.
You want my story, or you can do your thing?
Well, I just have a quick question.
I had a couple really good gems, the old people stuff.
Real
you know.
quick question.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What is porridge?
Oh, that's an excellent
Oatmeal.
question.
It's like sloppy oatmeal.
Is it oatmeal?
I think porridge is oatmeal.
Is porridge
I
oatmeal?
think porridge is a wide net. If we only had a czar of information, I think porridge is a wide.
His mic doesn't work.
His mic
He's
doesn't-
trying to tell
I don't
us
know
right
why
now.
he's here. I think my opinion. Now we're gonna find out. The internet's gonna tell us, but
Yeah.
I think it's a wide net for. Like, I think grits might belong under porridge.
Okay.
I think
You're s-
definitely oatmeal.
You're talking a bowl of mush.
I think wheat. What's that?
Cream of wheat.
Cream of wheat.
Yeah.
I think that falls under porridge.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Pass the mic.
Yeah, it's literally like gross, mushy oatmeal. Is what
Is
it
it
is.
specifically oatmeal?
No, I would assume oatmeal is like put in, but it's like literally like oats with like milk or water, and It's literally just oatmeal.
It's oatmeal.
It's oatmeal.
It's
Okay,
oatmeal.
so
That's
porridge is
literally
oatmeal.
I didn't know that.
You're a porridge guy.
I love porridge.
Mount Rushmore of stuff to put on oatmeal.
Strawberries.
Blueberries.
Oh, okay. I'm more of a blueberry guy on oatmeal.
I like
Cinnamon?
strawberries. Cinnamon.
Maple.
Brown
Maple.
sugar.
Yeah,
brown
maple.
sugar,
Yeah.
butter.
Butter. Come on.
Here's what I
Bacon.
do. If I can get it, I got no problem with that.
I've never done bacon in my oatmeal.
I know it's good.
Bacon grease.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I like to do on my oatmeal. I like to get it piping hot.
Yeah.
I also like it not cooked too much. I
You like the
undercook
steel
it.
cut oats.
I undercook it just a little bit.
You don't
'cause
buy the
it's
instant stuff.
No, I don't buy the instant stuff. What am I, a peasant?
He lives in a loft.
I live in a loft. Do you think I'm
he eats
eating
porridge?
You think I'm eating instant oatmeal, Jason? Gosh. So I like to undercook it slightly because I don't want it to be too mushy, and then I'll put on butter, like a couple of slabs of butter, and let them start to melt.
Couple sticks of butter.
Couple sticks of butter.
Yeah.
And then I'll sprinkle some blueberries on.
Yeah.
Okay. And then some sliced almonds.
Oh.
And then I'll get some heavy cream and just pour some heavy cream around like the edge. And then, so here's the difference. My wife and I will make it the same. And she puts all that stuff on and just kind of mixes it around.
Yeah.
I like to keep the separation. I want to get a shot of butter. I want to get a shot of cream. I want to get you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll do brown sugar too. And
Yeah.
some brown sugar on that. And I might even do some cinnamon if I'm feeling
Diabetes
crazy.
in a bowl.
It's wonderful. It's a wonderful way to make a somewhat healthy meal crazy unhealthy.
Yeah.
But I love it.
You know, a lot of people put bananas in oatmeal.
A lot of people do. I'm not a banana guy.
I'm not a banana guy either.
Yeah.
So, porridge.
That's your thing.
I didn't know what porridge was.
What is porridge?
What is porridge?
It's an old-timey way to say oatmeal.
I think I'm going to start saying porridge.
I think you should.
I think when
Let's
next
bring back porridge.
So-
bring back porridge.
So Preston was not really right.
Oh my gosh.
Based on my Googling. It says oatmeal is a type of porridge. Though all oatmeal is considered porridge, the term porridge does not always refer to oatmeal. Still, the two words are often used interchangeably, which can be confusing. Unlike porridge, oatmeal is always made from rolled, ground, or flattened oats.
Okay.
There it
porridge
is.
is all. Say that last
So
part.
what else is porridge?
It's
Not
it's oatmeal.
rolled, ground, or flattened oats.
But does
Oats.
it have?
But that's what it is.
oh,
it's
here's
oats.
the variation of porridge. Oh my gosh, there's an entire website on this.
Well,
Okay.
I don't care that much.
Cornmeal. Cornmeal. It's made from cornmeal.
Cornmeal.
No.
Cornmeal.
This is why you're not the impersonation star, dude.
That's Wikipedia. Anybody can put that stuff in there.
No, this is the Red Mill. It's
Oh, the Red Mill.
I don't know.
Those guys are good.
porridge culture. There's a whole section on porridge
Listen,
culture.
Red Mill
Porridge
is
culture.
like. Okay, so let me explain to you what Red Mill is because you're not going to understand it.
when
so
the
shut
Indians-
up.
when the Indians
So,
make oatmeal?
Stop. So, like you,
It's Indian oatmeal, right?
Eat Great Value brand oatmeal.
Sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah.
you do.
I did Quaker. I'm
No,
a Quaker guy.
I think Jesse's a Quaker guy.
yeah,
You know,
Quaker oats.
I'm a
good
Red
stuff.
Mill guy.
okay.
So now you know what I'm saying?
I know. Just I get it.
Okay.
Say no more. I completely understand.
So Red Mill, they got their crap together.
Okay.
They know what they're talking about.
They live in a loft.
They understand porridge.
All things porridge.
Yeah.
I think
All Things Porridge is not a bad name of the episode.
We are gonna get so many older viewers.
Yeah, we made fun of old people earlier,
Yeah.
but now we're
We're gonna
giving
bring
them
them back
We're
in.
giving them what they want. They're like, porridge?
What?
Yeah. When's the last?
Can we talk about
I
tapioca?
feel like the podcasting world and the porridge world have not.
that Venn diagram does
They
not.
might not have ever overlapped
Yeah.
until this moment. This is a historic moment because podcasting is about like technology and like younger crowds and
Yeah.
stuff. I don't think
popular things.
porridge. I don't. Yeah. When's the last time anybody unironically said, "I want a bowl of porridge"?
It's never happened.
I'm Xing that right now.
I feel like maybe like in the 20s was the last. Like maybe I think porridge might have fallen out of use sometime in
I
the
feel
20s.
like I want to start a store. Like
porridge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Porridge
That's
me.
good. And then you get like you have like 3 different kinds of oatmeal, kind of like it's like a Chipotle style.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of different things you can
Oh,
put in
toppings.
your
Yeah,
oatmeal.
yeah.
You know, and I'll give you what you know what, Jason.
Come on.
You've had some pretty dumb ideas. That I actually love that idea.
Okay. Downtown Marion. We're starting.
And we'll
porridge.
also sell cereal
okay
at this place.
Yeah.
And we can mix and match cereals.
Yeah.
You know, we can do
We'll
that
have
sort
our
of
own
thing.
bags of dry porridge,
And
you can
lots
go
of-
home and mix up.
You can
yourself.
do that if you want, but we've made it for you.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll give you some. And it's porridge. Yeah, and just I just don't. I think that can be it.
with old timey font,
Porridge.
like Times New Roman.
Porridge LLC or
LRR.
Maybe.
And when you check out, make sure you use Lauer Road Radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. I think it's Porridge Incorporated. How do you like
Porridge
that?
Inc.
Porridge Inc.
Porridge
Okay.
Inc. Co.
Dot
.co.
gov.
Yeah.
All right, Porridge. That's your thing.
Yeah.
So should I tell my story or should we do that?
No, tell your story.
All right, so I'm walking downtown as you do, but it was the popcorn festival. Ooh. First of all, we haven't talked about the fact that my son got married. Like we briefly mentioned.
Well,
it.
Gabe, that was the...
Gabe was a bigger deal. Okay.
Yeah.
Levi got married. Now, Grace, his wife, her Facebook says Grace Owings.
That's weird.
And I stared at it for like 5 minutes because it was like,
Who's Grace Owings?
I was like, Grace, I'm thinking to myself, I'm having a conversation with Grace in my head. I'm like, Grace, I was born with this burden. You know what I mean? Like it was put on me.
Yeah.
I can't imagine choosing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That you would say, I want my name to be Owings. Like
Yeah.
you chose that.
Yeah.
Like let that settle in.
Stella's trying to choose to get out of it.
Well, that's the right thing to do.
yeah.
So hopefully she doesn't take that.
So he should have took her name, is what you're saying.
I think so.
I know, her name's hard to pronounce. Every time-
Roadhamel. It's a mouthful. Now,
It looks like it's Rob Hamill.
we have some friends that combined their last names when they got married.
That's stupid.
friends of yours too, but
I don't think I have friends that would do that.
well, you do.
you do.
You just don't know that they did it.
We'll talk about it another time.
No, we can say. I
Who
mean,
is
it's-
it?
I don't think it's
Call 'em
stupid.
out.
It's Josh and Kinsey. His last name was Acock, and her last name was McCullough,
Are you freaking kidding me?
and their name is McCulloch.
What?
Yeah, they did that.
No.
Yeah,
you
that
guys
happened.
are messing with me.
Yeah, because for obvious reasons, I don't know. Like whatever. If they want to do that, they
So
want.
what was his name?
That's Acock.
Acock.
Not a great last name. I'm not gonna lie.
That's not a
You know.
great last name.
So,
That's right.
so they combined their last names, and they're McCulloch is their last name.
I like that last
Wow.
name. That's a great
It's
last
a good
name.
last. It's
Yeah.
better than McCullough, better than Acock. McCulloch. It's a strong last name.
I am kerfuffled right now.
Yeah. So I'm thinking Road Wings, maybe.
Yeah, Road Wings. That's pretty good.
That's not bad. I think it's too late for them. I think they've already done the work to change your name, but I don't know. Yeah.
Just we're putting it out there.
I gotta text Savannah.
Hey, did you know? He's like, that's so stupid. Just let her figure it out when she
Well,
listens.
it's your friend, Jesse.
Well, here's the thing.
Thankfully, they don't listen to the show. I'm quite sure.
Well, and here's I was thinking more of hyphenated.
does. Oh, I see what
the
you're
hyphenated.
saying. We had a teacher in high school, Bishop Long. Yeah,
I
Mrs.
gotta-
Bishop Long.
I got one for you guys of a professor of mine in college. I have to tell you afterwards. It's a little bit dirty.
Okay.
Are you trying to say I'm stupid because I have a last name?
You
Yep.
did?
I had two last names, yeah.
Oh, that's true. He does have two last names.
But you didn't choose that.
No, I was cursed with it.
He was cursed with it.
All right.
Is
All
there
right.
more to that story?
Yeah, no, there's way more to that story.
Oh.
It's not even the beginning of the story. I just
don't even
mentioned
know-
that Levi got married,
Oh.
and Grace chose the last name Owings. Anyway, I'm walking downtown. It's the
Popcorn festival,
Popcorn
yeah.
Festival, and we've covered this before. We don't need to talk about it again.
They don't do popcorn.
But it's not like if you're living in Sheboygan or something and you're like, I live for popcorn, I love popcorn, and you found out, you know what, in Marion, Ohio, they have a popcorn festival, and you spend all of your vacation money to go to the Marion Popcorn Festival because you're the biggest popcorn fan there is, and you show up, you're like, what the heck is this? There's no
popcorn.
You can't even buy popcorn. There's not even one popcorn vendor in the Marion Popcorn Festival. So anyway, I'm walking the dog. And we're walking along away from the festival. There's some grassy area, and I see a cell phone on the ground. What do you do?
Take it, man.
It's,
Hold on, what
just
kind?
in the grass. It was like an LG or something.
it's probably a drug dealer.
It was maybe. So
We don't know.
So I'm a good Samaritan. I'm like, somebody could pick this up. This phone could be important to someone.
Yeah.
So I pick it up, and of course it's locked. And I try 0000 12345
Yeah.
11111. It locks me out. I try a few more. I can't get in.
Yeah.
So I
Because you
take
got
it.
some calls to make.
I got some calls to make. Long distance calls. Like, is that a thing anymore?
Free nights and weekends.
So I take it home and I was like, Eric, I got this phone. She's like, why did you do? I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just leave it there? She's like, but what are you going to do with that? I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. She's like, what if they like track you here and someone wants to come here and murder us? I was
Yeah.
like, that's something I didn't think about. So,
I did not think
yeah,
this
I did
through.
not. Somebody plants the phone and they
Yeah.
wait for someone to walk by. Like, that guy looks like he might have some money. He walks his dog,
Yeah.
like poor people just let their dog out,
and he lives in a
wander.
loft.
And he lives in a loft. We're
Yeah.
gonna come and murder him. So
Take all his porridge.
So I do some Googling. I can't figure out how to get into this phone, but I can open up the camera. So I write on a sticky note because I think maybe this person has access to a cloud.
Yeah.
And they can like look at their pictures. And so I write on a sticky note. I found your phone.
It's like a ransomware. I have your phone.
My name is Dan. My number is, and you can call me. So I don't know. It's kind of a stupid thing to do in hindsight because it's like, well, they're just going to call their phone, which obviously is what happened.
Yeah.
And then the phone rang. I picked it up. The photo thing did nothing. But later, the phone rings. I was like, hello. And like, who is this? I was like, my name is Dan.
Did you check your cloud?
My name's Jeff.
And they're like, who are you? And I'm like, listen, I found a phone on the ground. I've been trying to figure out whose it is. I said, is this your phone? He's like, yeah, it's my phone. And I was like, okay, well,
Do you have any proof?
I'd love to give it to you. He's like, meet me down by Oak Street. I'm like,
I lived on Oak Street.
I
That's
know you
not
did.
good.
I thought about that.
The Mexican chickens.
And I was like, okay, I'll meet you over on Oak Street. So I walked over. I brought Michaela with me because I was like,
well, she does
knows.
jujitsu.
she does jujitsu, so she could put him in a chokehold. If she's my protection.
Dad, hold my glasses.
She did sneak up behind me and she tapped me out the other day. Like she went like behind me and did whatever the thing is. I don't know, the lock thing.
Yeah.
And there was literally nothing I could do.
You couldn't have punched her in
And
the face.
I just tapped out. Well, really probably couldn't reach her. She had me, and I was like going. I was like, so anyway, he rides up on a bike, unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
And I saw him from a mile away. I was like, this is the guy. Yeah. Like, I can tell this is the guy. And he kind of rode up. I was like, hey, is this, are you, I don't know, is this your phone? He's like, are you Dan? I'm like, yeah, I'm Dan. He's like, oh, man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I was like, yeah, no, you're welcome. He's like, how do I get your number? Can I get your number somehow? I was like, well, actually, if you check your picture, I took a picture. If you check your photos, I took a picture of my
I was trying to
phone
delete
number.
that because I didn't want you to have my number.
I said I didn't know if you had. I was like delete. I was like I didn't know if you had it. So and I was trying to explain it. He's like, so it's in my photos. I was like, yeah, it's in my photos. He's like, listen, I work until Saturday, but I'm gonna give you a call on Saturday. Okay, all right, I'm gonna give you a call on Saturday. I was like, sounds good, man. Call me on Saturday. So I think he wants to take me out for a beer. I think is what he wants to do. He was like very appreciative. He's like, I work. I'm very busy, but on Saturday night I'm gonna give you a call. I was like, man, call away. Like, I'd love to. Yeah. Let's paint the town red. Let's do it.
Get
So
some sport with some porridge and a stout.
come on, man. What are we talking about? I don't know. Could you pour some stout? I don't know what. So So I have not been murdered yet. I think they know where I live, although I didn't meet them at my house, but there's a good chance they do, and they're casing the joint, as they say right now.
Wait till they find out that you're internet famous.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's when it's all over.
Yep.
Yeah.
We should bring him on as a guest.
I'd love to have him on. He's a wonderful guy. He had here's what I noticed when he was very excited, so he gave me the fist bump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I went to give him his fist bump, he had a lot of scars on his knuckles. They were all like kind of bloodied up and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, take the phone, back away. Thankfully, I actually had met a friend of mine, so I wasn't by myself. So maybe he came to murder me. The guy that I was with is a bit more intimidating than me. Wouldn't be hard to be more intimidating than me. But anyway, so all's well that ends well. So far, so good. I have not been murdered. And I did a good deed. I returned the phone to this guy. I'm pretty sure it was a burner. I'm pretty sure he's a drug dealer. And I'm pretty sure that he's got me on his radar. So
You want to hit the Netflix?
I think we can. Okay to do the Netflix suggestion of the week. We can just turn it on right now. Just play it. Just play the song.
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe
Jason,
Amazon Prime or something
what
like
is
that,
your
like YouTube, or
Netflix
you wanna put a box
suggestion
around while you watch
of the week?
You never know.
It bothers me how you talk over it.
I fade it out. It works.
Okay. So, my Netflix suggestion of the week is found on Paramount.
Okay.
Paramount Plus.
All right.
Okay.
Do you have the non-commercial version of Paramount Plus?
Currently, yes.
Oh man, I want that so bad.
That's pretty good.
But I have Paramount Plus like as a part of my cell phone coverage. And I don't know how to get like the
I
non-commercial.
got commercials on Hulu. I don't like that. I mean, you got to watch like 3 or 4 commercials. It's not
I
good.
do not have commercials on Hulu, thank God, because I watch 10 episodes of Castle a day.
I don't have commercials on YouTube. I'm a
Neither
YouTube
do I.
premium guy.
Me too.
Yeah, okay. So anyways, Paramount Plus, Star Trek, Lower Decks.
You like that?
I like it. So a new season just came out. They're releasing one every like Tuesday or something like that. So it's got 2 or 3 of the newest season out. And it's just good old fun.
Did you know they had
Star
a
Trek
crossover
fun.
episode
With what?
with what's the Star Trek?
Discovery?
No, not Discovery.
Strange Worlds?
Strange Worlds.
Okay, I've not watched Strange Worlds yet.
Strange Worlds is pretty good.
I've heard it was good.
Yeah, well, they have a crossover episode with
Okay.
Lower Decks.
Okay.
Where they have actual human beings playing the
Yeah,
characters.
I got you. I like,
Boimler.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's a good name.
Yeah. Now,
It-
Lower
it's-
Decks is funny.
Lower Decks is funny if you're a Star Trek fan.
Correct.
If you're not a Star Trek fan, it still might be kind of funny.
I don't know if you'd get it.
I don't know if you'd get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just scrubs, peons that work on the ship, and they are housed in the lower decks.
Normally, a Star Trek show is about the captain. Are you trying to find your phone, Jesse? Ping your phone. Jesse just pinged his phone from his watch. He's literally.
It's literally right in front of
I
him.
was trying to turn my watch volume off and I dinged my phone. It was the wrong button.
Good job. Good job. Good job, Jesse.
I am old.
It's fine.
I can't find my photos.
Normally, on a Star Trek, it's about.
The
I also like to call it
officers.
Star Trek.
I know.
You know,
Trek.
just to bother Riley. Riley,
Yeah.
wife of Aaron. We went over to her house, and the 4 of us played a Star Trek,
Star
like
Trek.
trivia show.
Oh, yeah.
She murdered us.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
Aaron was so mad the whole time.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. But yeah, she's very good at Star Trek trivia. So, all right, Lower Decks.
Lower Decks.
Paramount
Plus.
You can also get it on DVD. I don't know. My Netflix suggestion of the week is found on YouTube.
Real quick.
Yeah,
what was
sure.
the thing that paralleled Blu-ray? Remember at one point it was like 2 things.
HDVD.
What was it?
HD DVD.
HD DVD. Yeah, that's a mouthful.
It was like one of those was going to make it, and Blu-ray is what took it.
I'm glad that
For like
Blu-ray
6
made it.
months. And now everyone just.
Nobody like cares about Blu-rays anymore, unless you're like a collector, right?
Yeah.
It's better to watch things digitally. So
Yeah. Are we okay, Stella? Okay. Every time she starts moving and
I
plugging
know,
things in
I
and
know,
out, I'm like,
I know.
Okay.
I know. My Netflix suggestion of the week is found on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube Premium, like I do, or you can watch it on regular YouTube,
Yeah.
like I assume you all do. No, you have YouTube
you-
Premium?
All right.
Good for you.
Jesse?
No.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It is.
Anyway,
The problem is Shelby started watching my YouTube
yeah.
account, and now I got a bunch of library stuff on there.
That is a problem.
How to library.
Yeah, no, she watches stuff like that. And I'm like, this is messing up my feed. The algorithm is all off.
Yeah.
So now I got Bigfoot and library stuff side by side.
Goats eating
And goats
grass
eating
in
grass.
ditches.
Yeah. My algorithm is very... And I got anime on there because Stella occasionally will watch anime.
I feel like you're messing up my feed until a certain point in history was only said by farmers. Like that was a phrase that was said.
You're messing up my feed.
Bro, you're messing up my feed.
And that's what farmers would say. Bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they wouldn't say bro. They'd say,
Good
hey,
sir.
hey, feller.
Hey,
You're-
feller.
You're messing up.
Feller.
You're messing up my feed, which what they're saying like
The
you
pig
you,
feed.
you got some
Yeah.
rat poop in my feed. You're
Yeah.
messing up my feed. Stop messing up my feed. But now,
Yeah.
messing up my feed means something completely different. Anyway, it's found on YouTube. It's educational because I'm a lifelong learner, Jason.
Yeah. I've noticed that.
Yeah. It's called Uncancelled History.
Ah.
Do you know who Douglas Murray is?
Yeah.
He's a gay man, just so you know.
No, I don't know that guy.
Okay. It's not about that at all.
'Cause-
I just thought you'd want to know.
No, I don't. I've never
Because
heard
I
of him.
know about you, Jason. Like when you find out like that there's gonna be like you want to know that he's gay because you're like I don't want to watch it because what if I'm attracted to him? You know,
that
And
checks out.
Then
Yeah.
my whole world changes.
Yeah.
You know, so I gotta
I don't watch-
stay away from the gays.
I don't watch any gay stuff.
That's what you say.
Yeah.
you say that. I got.
It's hard to watch anything on Netflix right now.
Some would say you're homophobic.
I say
Some-
that. I am homophobic.
Yeah, you're.
I'm not afraid of the gays.
You're just afraid that you might be gay.
Correct.
Okay.
And that is a fear to have.
Sure.
Is that
Yeah.
what homophobic is? Is you're afraid you're gay?
I think that's what it means. I think homophobic is not because who's afraid of gay people? I mean, what are they going to do? You know, like I think what you're afraid of.
Stop it. You're being silly.
I mean, I don't think but I think homophobic means that you're afraid that you might be gay.
yes.
Okay.
I
Which
don't-
you are.
I don't want to entertain.
You're afraid
that.
of sharks.
Uh-huh.
You're afraid of spiders,
Uh-huh.
and you're afraid that you might be gay.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe you shouldn't watch this.
I avoid it at all costs.
Anyway, Douglas Murray.
Is he a black man? Douglas Murray?
No,
Okay,
he's not a
good.
black man. He's British. So, 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Not black. 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance.
He's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's no. This is not what
He's
it's about.
100% gay.
He's 100% British. Okay. And his name is Douglas Murray.
Okay.
And he interviews Douglas Murray. I had first heard about him because I think Jordan Peterson interviewed him, and then I saw a few other interviews with them. And he wrote a book called The Madness of Crowds, and it's about how a mob mentality will make you do things, say things, think things, believe things that you wouldn't normally say, do, think. Okay, and so you've got a whole world like that's acting nuts and like believing and thinking crazy things because of the mob. It's called The Madness of Crowds. It's an interesting theory. I've heard him talk about it a few times. He's a pretty smart guy, and he has this show. It's only 10 episodes, so it's like a limited thing. I hope they make more, but I don't think they're going to because there's like a conclusion episode, and it's called Uncancelled History with Douglas Murray. And he interviews different historians about different topics that the current historical academic world is interested in canceling. Okay, so there's like an episode about George Washington and about how they're tearing down statues, but this is a George Washington historian that's saying, well, they think this, but that's actually not true, and they think that, but that's actually not true. I'm not saying he's perfect. Yes, he did own slaves, but here's what you might not have known. Right. And there's one on Robert E. Lee that's really interesting. One on Abraham Lincoln. There's one on colonialism. This guy wrote a book that's like colonialism good.
Yeah.
It was an excellent. I mean, it was really interesting.
So you're pro-colonialism.
I'm pro-colonialism.
I am too.
I like to colonize. if you know,
I mean, if that's an option.
colonization
Yeah.
is a good thing.
Someday we'll colonize Mars.
Here's what he said. It's actually a really good argument.
Yeah.
So he said, like, once America is discovered, let's say that, or like once like Africa is like on the radar of Europe, let's say, and then people can get there. You know, it's like we can't put that toothpaste back in the tube. Like people can get there, right? And so people are going there. Like you're not going to stop that. So the best thing that a good government can do is colonize it, right? Now, as I'm saying
sounds bad.
It sounds bad. But
Yeah.
see, this guy, he might have a British accent, which makes it sound better.
It does.
And a gay British accent? Is there anything better?
What you're doing is like, we know better, so we're going to invade
You
their
know what,
land.
though? But sometimes
and set
we
up,
do know better. Like they showed up and the mines were cutting people's heads off and like doing crazy like they showed up in India,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they showed up in India, and if you're a wife and your husband dies, like they burn you alive on his funeral pyre. Like
Who are we to judge?
humans.
doesn't
Yeah,
sound
exactly.
terrible.
With a more doesn't sound terrible. So like so it's like not everything, but like no, that's wrong, and it's okay for us to be like that's wrong. Like, you know, we might not be like, okay, so you like sitar music. I don't like it, but I'm not going to like ban it. But yeah, we are going to get rid of the burning the live wives on top of the funeral.
So there's a
pyre.
line there somewhere.
So in a lot of ways, we were better.
Okay.
Some human beings, Jason, are better than other human beings.
That's scandalous.
And it's just the truth, you know? So anyway, now that I'm saying all of this out loud, I realized how incredibly racist it sounds. But you got to listen to the guy talk because he made some good points. And you know, if you're not open to discussion, if you're not open to other people's viewpoints, are you ever going to learn? Even if you disagree. So it's called Uncancelled History. with Douglas Murray. It's on YouTube. It's also a podcast you can listen to. Honestly, my favorite ones so far have been Robert E. Lee and Abraham Lincoln, probably, were my favorite 2 episodes. Very good. So
Okay.
that's my Netflix suggestion of the week.
Okay. Do we want to give Jesse a trial on his thing?
We can do that.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Now
right.
listen. If this doesn't go well,
Okay.
or there's negative feedback, we might drop it.
Okay. So if you don't have nothing nice to say, listeners, don't say nothing at all.
Just realize, listener, that this is the first time we've given Jesse
An open mic.
an open mic in this segment. So this is the best it's going to get. Because he's bringing his best stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's been
this is
sitting on this for years.
This is his no. He's
Yeah.
got lots of strong opinions,
Uh-huh.
and he's bringing the number one. You know, so if you don't love it, you know, like just realize it's only going to get better.
And the plan is he's going to have 2 minutes each week to
give his strong opinion,
Yeah.
and we're not going to interrupt him.
No.
We interrupt each other a lot. We interrupt, everybody. But in this segment, we're going to give him. You want to give him 2 minutes? 2 minutes is
that includes the theme song.
Okay. So
Because he's got his own theme song.
which he's in control of.
Yes.
I would love it if you made the theme song like 1 minute and 55 seconds.
And then a 5-second opinion.
And then Cheerios are horrible. That's not a bad idea. So, all right, Jesse, what is your strong opinion?
Wait, are you going to do the song?
I'm going to sing the song.
Okay, sing the
Now, it'll be better once it's mixed.
And
but
this is PG-13.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
heads up.
Yeah. Jesse's strong opinions. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one, and most of them stink. Here's mine. My opinion, not my butthole. All right. This week's strong opinion.
That was a little too on the nose. Sorry.
It was good though. Yeah, don't
Sure,
interrupt.
It was great.
It's my time.
Sorry.
My time.
Not going to interrupt.
My time.
2 minutes.
All right. So, strong opinion of the week. I was at a buffet the other day, sitting down, looking around, and I noticed everybody in there.
It is so hard not to interrupt you. Sorry.
Just stop.
Sorry.
Wait.
I'm not
Chancellor,
going to
can I
interrupt you
reclaim
anymore.
my time?
But I just
Can I
want to.
reclaim my time?
It's just this is so difficult. What a practice. All right. Sorry. Continue. I'm not going to do it.
So,
Yeah.
I was looking around, and everyone in there's fat, including me. I can say this because I am among them.
Yes.
And I started thinking, we need to bring back bullying and shaming people for being fat. It would probably work a little bit for me. So I think a little bit.
We've been trying.
no
Well,
one's
listen,
been shamed more
we need
than
to
you.
do it at an institutional level, starting at the buffets. Instead of buffets charging a flat rate, they need to charge a fat rate. When you walk in, you weigh in. And when you weigh in, the price that you pay is determined upon how much you weigh. So, for example, I think a good starting number would be 7 cents per pound. And so now you have fat people. Yep, do the math on your own. So now you have skinny people that this would actually become maybe their primary source of food through the week because they're like, I can't get food any cheaper anywhere else. And so it'd be really good for them. They would be rewarded for being skinny. For fat people, they would walk in and listen, don't want to stereotype too much. A lot of fat people are also in the lowest tax bracket. So they would start looking at their wallets and saying, man, this is going to cost me a lot of money to eat. And so they would either get off their butts and lose some weight. This is a governmental health initiative. Or they would not go to buffets, which would what? Help them lose weight. So I think this week's strong opinion, buffets should charge a fat rate, not a flat rate.
So, like, if you, so if you weigh 300 pounds, it's $21.
Yep. And we could maybe even go higher. Maybe we go 8 cents per pound.
Okay.
How much you paying?
Not that much. At 8 cents per pound, I'm paying $22.40.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is,
It's kind of high for a buffet, especially like a Golden Corral. We're not talking.
but let's
just-
face it, the fat people are going to eat more too.
they are. So
Yeah.
it's really advantageous.
Everybody
for the buffets.
wins.
Everybody wins. Everybody.
I'm paying $17.
My kids are paying we're paying $3 for my kids because every time I pay for them to get in, it's like 8 or 9,
Yeah.
and they eat one
Yeah.
bowl of
I
mac
hate
and
that.
cheese
We
and a
hate
roll.
that.
Was that 8
Yeah.
cents?
Yeah, that was 8 cents.
8 cents seems like a pretty good place to land.
Yeah.
I like it. That's pretty good.
Oh,
No, that's actually very
Yeah.
good. I like it.
I've been thinking about it for a couple weeks.
Yeah. 8 cents.
Every buffet is going to have this rule.
Every buffet. Now I think higher end buffets, like big seafood buffets, maybe jump that up because
Maybe that's the name of the like 8-cent buffet. This is a 12-cent
What if
buffet.
it's like
This is a
instead of your
15-cent
weight,
buffet.
we measure the size of your butt and it's a butt fay?
Can I be in charge? No. The people that's butts I want to measure aren't going to buffets.
Oh my goodness.
There's mine.
All right, that was a strong opinion.
Well, and butts are different shapes.
That's true.
They are.
It was just a play on words more than
Oh, okay.
anything.
I thought you were just...
Oh, I wanted to actually say something about my uncanceled history. The guy who was talking about the age of the explorers, Douglas Murray asked him about Columbus and proving that the Earth was flat, or it was not flat, that the Earth was round. And he goes, actually, he said that's a myth. He said everybody knew by time Columbus came along, everybody knew the Earth was round. He goes, ironically, and he said, I'm not exaggerating. He said there are more flat earthers today than there were when Columbus was alive, which is hilarious.
I believe it.
Yeah, that was very funny to me.
I mean, I'm on the line.
You're right there. You're
I'm
like
right there.
49%
Yeah.
flat Earth.
51.
You're 51
I
flat
think I'm
Earth.
51.
Apparently, many people thought it was the shape of a pear for a while. That was like a common.
Yeah. Like a flat pear? Or like a 3D
like a 3D
pear?
pear.
Okay.
Mhm. Like a normal pear.
A pear what?
A pear of what? I feel like Jesse's strong opinion.
Hit the closing music.
Good as it was, and it was wonderful. Kind of took the wind out of my sails.
I'm done. I mean, we were going really good. I've got more stuff, but what were we talking about right before?
I was just gonna. One thing I was gonna say is just a message to Erica.
Yeah.
Erica, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Okay. There's no need to bring it up every 6 months. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna do it.
You do it.
Did she give you a honey-do list?
Well, we have like a stuff we need to do list, and in fairness, every once in a while I'll be like, hey, put that on the to-do list.
Yeah.
So I do add to the list, but as far as who contributes the most to that list, she contributes more to that list than I do, as far as putting things on the list.
Yeah.
And probably taking things off. All right. This is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.
I have spoken.
Good night, Lauer Patch Kids.
No, especially to anybody.
The boy Blob.
Blob Boy.
Blob Boy.
Is it Blob Boy?
I've been
Sounds like
on some Twitter
Boy
Spaces
Blob, Blob
lately
Boy.
with some of our people. They're good people.
Good people.